This is the CBS 13 News at 6.
No one could predict what was going to happen. We definitely did not predict that this was going to happen.
Tonight, a Folsom family is begging people not to vape after they say it put their loved one in a coma. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Curtis May.
And I'm Adrienne Moore. That family says he may not make it, but hopes sharing his story will help save someone else's life.
CBS 13's Marissa Perlman is at Kaiser Roseville with a desperate plea and a story all new at 6.
21-year-old Ricky D'Ambrosio is in the hospital tonight fighting for his life. His family tells us he's here because he vaped. And now they want to share his story in hopes it stops other people from vaping too.
He has a heart of gold. That's all I can say.
Caitlin D'Ambrosio rushed home from college Monday. Her mom, Christy, called. Her brother, Ricky, was in the hospital and wasn't doing well.
And I got here as soon as I could, and we've been here ever since.
Doctors didn't know what was wrong at first, testing Ricky for an infection. Christy said he'd been vomiting for days.
It was really odd. I thought maybe food poisoning or the flu.
The antibiotics that would be used for the infection are not working.
Caitlin eventually gave doctors the information they needed.
And I said, well, he vapes. And they're like, oh.
Ricky was in acute respiratory failure, now officially linked to vaping.
So they decided to paralyze him, put him in a coma, let him just rest.
Christy says she feels helpless seeing Ricky this way.
As a mom, this is so hard. I look at that bed and I see him as a little boy, and the little boy that I raised.
But now the Loomis teacher wants to educate others about the real dangers of vaping, something she calls an epidemic, before it's too late.
Vaping is so new that there's no real studies out there. There's no real research.
Whether he makes it through or whether he doesn't, kids need to know, that this is a possible outcome. It happens to anyone.
Ricky's family tells us they're still not sure whether he will recover from this. He's been receiving steroids over the past 24 hours, and doctors say that seems to be helping. But in the meantime, his family says if they can save at least one life by sharing his story,